Alright guys, here it is. The brand new 2025 BMW M2 G87. Fresh on South African roads, and honestly this thing looks mean in person. I think we should take a closer look front to back, and I'll give you my first impressions. Starting up front, of course, you can see BMW's gone for a really bold look. Massive kidney grills. It looks aggressive without being overdone, you know. The adaptive LED headlights are super clean. They've got this almost sharp, angry vibe to them. And down here, huge air intakes. You can tell this thing needs to breathe. It's hiding some serious power under the hood. We'll get into the numbers, of course, but look at those massive radiators. Obviously, it is a sports car. Does need all the air it can get, and black M2 badge. You know, if you want to stand out or show off that you've got the latest LCI, then that's definitely going to help a lot. Yeah, let's take a closer look at this thing here from the back. Look at that, quad exhaust diffuser, little lip spoiler over there. Everything's just shouting M car here. I love the simplicity of the new rear lights too. Very clean, very sharp, and BMW's managed to keep it tasteful. Now, I am well aware that this car isn't for everyone, but this still is a machine built for driving, so enthusiasts know exactly what I mean. And black M2 badge at the back there, if you're the one that likes to show off. Side profile looks very clean, and we'll definitely get into that here. But yeah, this particular color here is called Portimao Blue Metallic. It is a signature M car color, and you won't be able to get this color on any regular car, of course, unless you know a guy. You can see the indentation there on the hood, so there's some serious power under here. We're packing a straight six. I think it's the S58, given that it is the same engine that comes in the BMW M4, if I'm not mistaken. Getting into the numbers, we're pushing about 353 kilowatts and about 600 newton meters of torque here. And the great part is you can still get this with the manual gearbox if you want. So would you rather go manual or ZF 8-speed auto? Either way, it's all rear wheel drive, and you're probably asking 0 to 100. It does that in about 4.1 seconds, BMW claimed. Got 19s in the front, 20s in the rear, so this is a proper M setup. It's wrapped in Pirelli rubber here, and you can see the massive brake disc with the red disc caliper there, or rather brake caliper. And looking at this thing from this 3/4 angle really helps you kind of be able to see the lines coming down all the way from the back to the rear. Those massive wheel arches, and pretty much where it separates from the body line itself. Now, this 3/4 angle is one of my favorites, but let's continue and look into the details of this car. If we come around the back here, right, we've got these massive wheel arches, and this car is very muscular. So what that means is, because it has so much muscle and so much power, the difference between the body line where the wheel arches is quite defined. You can see that it has a very wide stance. I believe the wheels on this are about 275 by 25, so very low profile, and yet still very wide tires. Wouldn't be an M car without these signature M mirror caps now, would it? I'm not sure what the impact is on aerodynamics as a result of that, but it just looks very cool, makes the car look very sporty. We've got the flush door handles there, so you basically just kind of stick your hand in. And once again, massive wheel arches, and I think this angle really shows to kind of helps to show that difference between where the wheel arches and where the body line is. And as you can see here at the back, it is very thick, boy. So 20s at the rear, proper M car setup here. And yeah, this is the rear angle of the car. We've got those instantly recognizable DRLs. You could probably spot this thing from a mile away. We've got that quad bat box at the back, quad pipe, and we've got that diffuser, which I don't know if that actually works or if it's just for display. Black M2 badge at the back. If you're one that likes to show off, then people will know for sure that you've got the latest 2025 LCI. Now you can tell there it's got a little rear boot spoiler, kind of a lip type of thing. I'm not sure if that serves any purpose, but either way, it looks really cool. And once again, those rear DRLs that look really nice. So this particular model obviously only comes in petrol, and we've got the blue Portimao metallic on the paint. This particular model will set you back about 1.5 million, about 1.5 million or so. You're looking at roughly just a little bit over 20,000 Rand a month if you're to purchase this on BMW installment plan. So yeah, it is quite a pricey car, but getting on the inside, of course, let's look at the interior here and see what makes this car so special. Now you'll notice that there's these recessed door cards, and what that does is, because it is quite a small car, helps to create a little bit of room in the cabin for both the passenger and the driver. So definitely will be a comfortable ride. There is a good mixture of materials here on the door card as well. We have a mix of leather and some soft touch plastics for the door bin. And there's that tricolor M stripe design as well in the hexagonal design. We do have memory seats, a door unlock switch, as well as some window switches and your mirror adjuster as well there. There is also a button to open the trunk. I'm not sure if this particular model is electric or not, but for the convenience, the button is there. Some metal on the pedals as well. And as we jump inside, starting off with the seats, we do have these really cool looking blue and red M stripes on the seats. I think this is probably the best seats on an M car. Feel free to challenge me down in the comments, but this design here is instantly recognizable and iconic. I think it looks really good. The back seats, they look really decent, I would say. Probably not enough room for an adult passenger, perhaps kids. This is more of a small family car, if you want to call it that. And as we hop inside, let's take a bit of a closer look at what we have on the panels, the instrument cluster here, as well as the center display. Now this is an M car, so obviously M1 and M2 buttons, that goes without saying. Now this particular one comes with the latest BMW iDrive 8.5 system, so you have the new features, new display as well. It also comes with the HVAC control system built into the screen. Now, obviously, a lot of people have spoken and expressed how they don't really like having HVAC controls on the screen, but I've always been of the opinion that as long as it works and responds when I need it to, then that's totally fine with me. There's some really cool LED lighting around the car. Now, it is quite a small cabin, so you won't get as much lighting as you would in a larger passenger vehicle. There are some carbon fiber sort of design cues here, and if you look just above that, there are some additional HVAC controls, which I think is really cool that they kind of hard-coded the rear and front vents there, as well as the previous and next button for your music controls. And of course, the volume button itself is still a visible button, which is pretty cool. You have your air vents that pop up just beneath the LED lighting there, so it is adjustable. And I think it looks really cool overall. I'm a really big fan of the fact that it is a physical knob that you can actually kind of grab and control the airflow, unlike with these newer vehicles where it's kind of more of a digital type of thing. So this kind of keeps it retro and old school. Really big fan of that. You have your gear shifter here, so you can shift into Sport or Sport Plus. If you want to put it into manual shifter, so you can use the paddle flaps, paddle shifters as well, that's also fine. And yeah, you have your light controls down there as well. So yeah, that's pretty much what the interior looks like from the driver perspective. So we'll get another look from the passenger side, but let's just get another look at the rear of this car, just admire it a little bit. I mean, look, it's not for everyone. It definitely has its audience, I'm well aware. And, you know, listen, I think it looks good. I mean, if you look at the DRLs when they're on, it definitely gives a little bit of aura. You can kind of imagine driving behind this thing at nighttime, it would be instantly recognizable. Even if you look at it from the front, I mean, you can kind of imagine seeing these coming up from behind you in the rear view. I think you'd know right away that it's definitely time to get out the way, especially once you notice those huge intakes. So yeah, this car is a stunner, and here's that front angle once again. My favorite 3/4 angle right here. I think this is definitely my favorite. It's a really beautiful color. And once again, black M2 badge, just in case you forgot, it is an LCI, life cycle impulse. So that's just BMW's way of refreshing the models Every time they release a model, every couple of years or so, they'll just drop an LCI just to keep it fresh, you know, add some software and hardware upgrades and perhaps a little bit of power. Here's that carbon weave on the roof. Now, this is said to save about 6 kilos, and you know, boy math tells me that's about maybe X amounts of horsepower extra, so sounds good to me. There's those tricolor M stripes again on the passenger side this time. So very nice looking and comfortable cabin here. And if we jump in from the passenger side, here's those seats again with the emblem that lights up in the headrest. I think those are electronically adjustable, so obviously all those creature comforts to make your experience that much better. And there's that really nice looking display. I think it's really clean setup, really clean design here. And we have some carbon fiber elements, no creaking at all, unlike other manufacturers who I will not mention. We do have some cup holders here for driver and passenger. And this is essentially the entire center console and all the controls that you would need to basically get you going here. And that's the view of the driver's seat from the passenger side. I think it is a really nice looking design. You do have some storage here and ample storage, I think, for the passengers as well. I'm not sure if there are any cup holders in the back seat, although it doesn't appear that there are. But yeah, overall a very nice looking cabin. It does come with the Harman Kardon sound system, which sounds splendid. Maybe comparable with the newer Bowers and Wilkins system that you get in the newer models as well. But Harman Kardon is one of my favorites, so I won't complain about that at all. And one last look at that rear once again. Very beautiful car. Even if you look at it from this rear 3/4 angle, I think it looks stunning. If you come the other side as well, very beautiful car. Let me know your thoughts, guys. And if you enjoyed the video, don't forget to like and subscribe. Adios.